No lights, no clients, no money. What type of shop is this?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, everyone? You guys have now tuned in to my Black Ink Crew recap. Guys, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't yet done so. I'm going to start doing my shout outs again, hopefully starting next week. So definitely be sure to comment on this video. Let me know what you like, what you dislike, whatever, your predictions, but no spoilers, okay? We don't do spoilers. All right, so let's jump right into it, right? So it starts off with Miss Kitty. She tells Ceasar that she just got jumped at 113 just the other night, and he was like that he didn't even know anything about it. She says that she got jumped by some girl named Tiffany Perez, and then other girls started hitting her, which is true. Tiffany was the first one, and then the other girls was like pulling her hair, like some girl that it said former employee. She was like pulling her hair, and then there was some other random chick that was hitting on her too, which was kind of messed up. But I feel like she kind of put herself into that position because she came in there like she was on some boss chick. Like, what are you doing? You know, why are you acting mad stupid like that? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I mean, I don't really feel sorry for her because you know you can't fight. Why you starting with people? And you already know these people are clearly like from the hood. They're not about to not handle business. You know what I mean? So, like, get out of here with all that. Anyway, so Dutchess, she was annoyed as soon as she heard the name Tiff Perez. She was just like, you know, she was just like rolling her eyes like, what? Like, why would he even put her in there? So she said she wasn't surprised because she knew that Ted would pretty much run the place down, and she don't know why Ceasar's acting like he's surprised. So Miss Kitty said that Tiffany just got all up in her face and then just started hitting her. But I'm like, nah, that's not even a real story because you came in there on some, yeah, I'm from the 125th. Like, F out of here. First of all these people been there before you. Don't come in here like you the ish. So that's where you messed up part number one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Dutchess tells him that Big Mama ain't happy. So Big Daddy gotta do what he gotta do and he needs to fix it. Fix it, Jesus. So Bae, she's at the shop cleaning up, and someone, I guess one of her friends or something, they call her and they tell her that after they was asking her pretty much if she had beef with Tiffany, and she's like, nah, like, we okay. And she was like, oh, well, after you left, after everything went down, she was calling you like one hoe after another. So Bae's like, nah, I don't think it was me. She's like, nah, I don't think so. She's like, yeah, she did. So after she hears that, she's like infuriated about it. She tells the crew when the rest of them come in, she just tells them like pretty much the same thing. She tells them how Tiffany called her a hoe and all this, and I mean, they were pretty neutral about it. Then when Tiffany walks in, she didn't even let the girl get a chance to sit down. She's just like, hello, my name is Ho, nice to meet you. And she's like, what are you talking about? She was like, you call me a hoe? She's like, no. She's like, well, that's what I heard, that you call me a hoe. And I'm just like, girl, like, how about you chill? Like, just simmer down a little bit. Like, give the girl a chance to explain herself. I mean, there's always two sides to a story. I mean, I don't know why the friend would go so hard to say that she said it if she really didn't say it. So that was kind of messed up. But Ted ends up taking Tiffany outside to just kind of talk to her and just kind of, I guess, diffuse the situation before it got out of control. Ted looked like he had a hangover. Like, he just wasn't there for it. So he takes her outside. Bae walks outside, like, looking like she's starting to turn into the Incredible Hulk. She's like, she was hyperventilating. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Is that what they do in Korea? Because we don't do that in the Bronx or Harlem or anywhere. Like, that shit was too weird. I'm sorry. I mean, I like her and everything. I think she's gorgeous, but that was weird. So then she just pretty much drags the girl. Like, luckily Tiffany got up at that moment, but she straight was like going for her, and she was not letting go of Tiffany's hair. Thank goodness it wasn't like one of us black girls. I mean, not only black girls, but somebody that had a lace front on or something like that, you know, would have seen all the crusty braids up under there. You know, she wasn't really ready. She wasn't ready. Because I wouldn't even been ready neither. But at least she was smart enough to see, like, okay, this girl is standing above me. I'm not going to let nobody stand above me because you're not better than me. You're not, anything like that. You're not on some next level. So we going to talk, and we going to be eye to eye. Like, you're not going to be up there and me talking to you like that. Like, that's not okay. That's not acceptable. You got to be ready for things like that. So Tiffany was smart. I did like that about her. So Ted, he's just sitting down straight on the stoop like, yo, dude looked like he was straight stressed out to the max. Like, he didn't even know what to do with himself after that. And Sky comes out. She's like, yo, this is crazy. Like, you're not going to do nothing. Like, she's straight looking at him like, yo, this dude is straight whack. Like, what kind of manager is this? I guess Teddy's like, security got this. I ain't dirty in my hands. Ain't nobody going to be hitting me. Yo, Ted was on some straight whack punk-ish. Like, for real, though. He's the type of friend that you, like, he didn't even try to, like, pull them apart or nothing. Like, he's the type of friend, I feel like, I don't know. He could be different, but he seemed like the type of friend, you get in a fight, he's just gonna be like, yo, bro, I had to leave. Like, not even have your back or nothing like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it just seemed like right there. But I guess he didn't want to get into the female situation, but still, like, yo, bro just straight up was like, F this, and he just walked out of there. Like, he looked like he quit. He walked out. And I'm like, yo, what kind of manager does this? Like, at least if you walk away, you come back. It looked like this dude straight didn't come back for like days. He never came back to the shop. Ceasar had to go looking for him later on, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So now Donna's at Sky's house. And Sky is like over her because she been there for a whole week. She done broke up 2 of her stuff. Because she knows, she's one of those people that think she knows like how many glasses. Like, I'm like that too. Like, I'll know, like, wait, hold on, something's missing here. Like, my lipstick's missing. Like, I have all my lipsticks lined up in color coordination. And when my sister messes with my lipsticks, it gets under my skin. I don't even understand because they no longer in color coordination, you know what I mean? They not right. I actually gotta fix them right now because she just left, but they all out of place, y'all. It's bothering me. But anyways, yeah. And my hair, my wigs too, she put them all out of place because she be looking through them. But yeah, that's the same type of situation. Like, she wearing her robe, like, she's like, yo, this is getting too comfortable. Like, you need to get out of here. You need to get a job. I'm like, but what happened to the place she was staying at? She didn't say that she left or anything like that. From what I was seeing, she just wanted to get away because of all the memories. But I guess she probably either lost the place or she gave it up thinking, okay, I could shack up with her. I mean, I thought it was just like she was doing it just to get away for a little bit. But I guess she wants a whole new start or something. So yeah, Sky is like, you need to get a job. You need to, we gonna fix this because you need to get up out of here. You getting too comfortable, honey. Richard and Walter, they were chilling. They was eating some pizza, some pizzeria. And in walks his girlfriend, Nikaya. She comes to hang with her bae. And it was something that Walter said. And she seemed like she was not amused. I think because she picked up his glass and she drank it. And Walter made fun of it. And she just looked at him like, no. That's not funny. She had this stink face on. So anyways, he tells her, like, she's talking about how she don't really feel like the shop is a positive place for Richard, and she's not really feeling it. Even after, like, the things that she saw as well, she's not really feeling the place. So he tells her, you know what, why don't you come to work with me? I mean, I don't even know if I would want to do. I mean, come on, bro. Like, you do it a little too much. She was, Walter was like in the confessional where you talk, Walter's like, yo, what the, like, is this dude smoking crack or something? Like, that's like asking your mom to sit with you in class. Like, who does that? That's not cool. You doing too much. So yeah, because she's like mad. She seems like very reserved, and she seems like she does actually seem like she's a positive influence for him. I mean, we just seen her a few episodes, so I can't really judge her character as of yet because Dutchess fooled me in the beginning too. I mean, season 1, she was cool. All of a sudden, I guess the fame started getting to her head. She started showing shit outside. So I'm like, I don't know about this Nakaya girl just as yet. I'm giving her a little chance, but I don't know. We're going to see. But so far, she seemed like she's a good influence for him. So, yeah, Bay and Tiffany, they meet up, and Bay apologizes to her. She says that she's had a very hard upbringing. She said that her father used to beat her every day. That's why she had to, like, run away when she was 22 years old. And she did say that he even threw kerosene on her, or gasoline, one of the two, and said that he would light her up on fire. I mean, that's something that no child should ever have to endure. She also said he used to beat her mom as well, and when she would try to intervene, especially one time she remembers when she was 4 years old, he grabbed her and threw her out the window at 4 years old. Like, those are stories that someone like me, I mean, I thought I had it crazy, but I used to get beat with a pot spoon, honey. You know, I had some other stuff that I got beat with. You know, maybe some wires or whatever once or twice here and there, but it was never like to this level. Like, this is a whole nother level. Like, you know, the government will come in and take your kids from you type of stuff if you was in America, because that's crazy. I mean, so, I mean, there's no excuse for your behavior necessarily, but I can see the reason why she's so tough. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like sometimes people use the hood. Like, oh, I grew up in the hood, that's why I am this way. But you can always change the way that you are if you really want to. You can always try to make progression. But at least I feel like she was grown enough to speak with the girl, so at least that's making steps towards being a better person. She said she blacked out. I mean, it kind of seems like it's something that she needs to get therapy or something for, if that's something that just happens out the blue. I mean, it's kind of like wild, you know what I mean? And I don't know, that's kind of like wild. So Sky, she now she appointed herself as the manager since Ted just walked off and nobody don't know where this dude is. So she said she was going to be the manager. So when she did that, she ends up having Donna, aka Bianca, come to the shop, and she actually did a tattoo at the shop. But Walter, when he seen her, he's like, who's that? She tried to say Bianca. I'm like, girl, it's not going to work. It's not gonna work. This dude is not stupid. He's not blind. Just because she's wearing a blonde wig. I mean, she wears all types of wigs. So the wig thing is not gonna work. Okay? So he's like, nah, I don't want no parts of this one here, because when Ceasar and Dutchess find out about this, nah, she's banned from the shop. I'm not going down for this one here, because somebody needs to go down. It's not gonna be me. I'm with you, Walter. Like, Walter's a real funny dude. Like, he be cracking me up. Him and Sky are like the two funniest on the show. Like, I kind of miss what's his name too, Puma, because he was funny sometimes. But when he started changing a little bit, I don't know, he wasn't as funny as he used to be. I wonder if he's gonna be back, or if he moves to North Carolina like he was thinking of doing. When all that happened, Nakaya and Richard, there was another scene they showed where they were in the house together, and she tells him, no, actually he tells her to kiss his feet, and he was like kiss my African feet, and then she actually kissed his feet, and his toenails are like rough. I mean, like really rough. So she kissed it, and then he goes down on one knee, says her whole government name. I was like, wow, we could look her up if we really want to, because he done put all her names out there. Even her maybe future name, he done put out there. Like, he said her first name, her middle name, her other middle name, and her last name, or maybe she got two last names, but I heard 4 names being mentioned. Then he said it again with the name Robinson, I think that's his last name, or Duncan. So, yeah, he says all of that, and he gets down on one knee and proposes to her, and she accepts. So I guess they're gonna get married. I mean, it's kind of quick, but I feel like he kind of feels like his sobriety is all due to her, and I think that that's his one thing that's keeping him being the person that he is. Like, you know how sometimes people have like maybe a blanket that keeps them happy or keeps them feeling safe, or, you know, like one of those types of things, that their comfort, what is it called? Comfort blanket or some crap like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I kind of feel like that's what she is for him. And almost like with the Rob Kardashian and this chick and Angela. well, I'm saying her real name, Black China, how everybody's like, yo, if she really like up and leaves him, like this dude is gonna turn crazy. Like I feel like that's the way Richard is. Like if she was to like leave him or whatever, he would really like maybe revert back to his old ways. So the crew goes in and the lights are off. Like there's no lights on. Freaking Bay is like, oh, this is black ink for real. Yo, she's kind of funny too with some of the stuff she says, and then her accent just makes it like super funny. So yeah, yo, there was no lights on, and yeah, they looked at the bill that was posted up that Con Edison left for them. Yo, they owe almost $4,000, like $3,990 something dollars. Like straight up, you could say $4K is what they owe for Con Edison. It's like, how the heck did this happen? But he's been using all the money to make this little boom boom room and all this other crap that he's been doing. So it just so happens that Miss Kitty walks in. They're having a company meeting, and no one really knew. No one at 113th really knew, but everybody, I guess, at 125th knew. So she wants to discuss the whole thing that went down with her as well. So they're like, oh, Ceasar and Dutchess is coming. Sky was trying to think of a plan, but then she like, hold up, all these chicks is here. The plan ain't gonna work. Abort the mission. We just want to tell the truth. So dude straight pulls up, and I was like, yo, I remember when they was doing that road trip going to North Carolina. Homeboy had the Honda Odyssey. Now he done upgraded to a Lexus, a burgundy or red looking Lexus. I see you, bro. You done got that money now. Him and Dutchess pulling up like skirt. So yeah, they come into the place and he's like, yo, what's going on? And they tell him like, well, Ted ain't paid a light bill. Then they tell him about the boom boom room, and he's like, yo, what happened to the office? Like, this is how you get shut down. How you gonna have a swing in a tattoo shop? And I'm like, why haven't you been checking in on the place? Like, you really just threw this in the hands of somebody who has no managerial experience, no business experience, no business background. Like what you call it said, like Dutchess said, he went straight from the couch to the to being a manager. You know what I mean? Like he graduated from the couch to manager. That's exactly what homeboy did, and he gave him too much to handle without really being on his back. That's why you have bosses and you have the manager and then you have the workers. Like, you know, it's all the structures, all the system until you feel like the manager is good enough to become like the second owner or whatever, CEO or COO or, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's where he messed up at. So now he says he's going to appoint a new manager. Sky was ready. She's like, yes, I'm finally about to get my chance. Let me wait for it. It's coming. And he says Dutchess is going to be running the shop now because she already has her shop and she knows how to run a shop. And since it's all going to be all females there, it would be better for her to handle that type of situation as opposed to him because, you know, he's like real like rowdy and rough and all those things. So yeah, they done screwed up, and Sky was like, well, goodbye, Tiffany. I know Tiffany was tight. She gave her that look like, why would you even say my name? I mean, I would be tight too, because you can see she tried to sit there, be quiet, kind of be invisible. She apologized about things that went on with her and Miss Kitty. Like, she was really trying to stay low-key, and then this girl gonna shout her out like, oh, well, I guess you're fired. Goodbye. I'm like, damn, homie. So Ceasar goes to talk to Ted, who wasn't even at this meeting that they was having. And, oh, but before that, when they was having a meeting, Nakia, she came in with Richard. And she was like, well, one of the main things that I must say that factored into all this was alcohol. Sky was like, this ain't a rehab. Thank you for your input. But next, like, first of all, nobody even knows you. Why are you even saying anything at our company meeting? You're not an employee yet. Like, chill out with all that. I was like, wow, she really shut her down. She didn't have nothing else to say after that. Like, she just put her little 2 cents, and her 2 cents got thrown on the floor. Like, this ain't valuable. Bye. So then the final thing that they showed was Ceasar. He went to go see Ted, who, like I said, wasn't even at attendance at the meeting. So he's like, you're supposed to be my family, you're supposed to be my cousin, you're supposed to be the one holding me down, and you're the one making everything fall apart. Like, the lights dead got shut off. He's like, you're over here making boom boom rooms, having the employees being WWE out on Lexington or Lenox Avenue, whatever the heck they at. And, well, those are actually two different sides of Harlem, but I think they're on Lenox, he said. Yeah. And he's like, this is ridiculous. He's like, I thought that I could trust you. He was like, yo, that everything just went out of control. Like, he said he thought he could handle it, but everything kind of just spiraled. And that's not what he's like, it was nothing he could do. But he was like, he got it. He thought he could do it, but he couldn't. But he was like, he wants to still be able to do. He was like, nah, like, he can't even trust him. And he's like, you know, I'm just going to have to fire you, if anything. And I was like, well, I guess that's what you gotta do, because he's not doing it. I mean, maybe you could still keep him in the shop because he's pretty entertaining, but, you know, keep him getting that money so he don't have to ask you for money. But he can't be holding nothing down. He can't be manager. Maybe he could be a secretary at the desk, but isn't that Sky's job? Sky could be an assistant manager, and then he could be like at the desk signing people in or something, or he could be cleanup crew. I don't know, but he need another job. Maybe he should learn how to do some tattoos or something, because being a manager, it just ain't it. It's not doing it. No boo-boo. But anyways, y'all, definitely be sure to comment down below. Really enjoyed this episode. I'm always enjoying Black Ink Crew. Also, check out my other channel for my story times and my hair reviews and things like that. And guys, stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one.